Hi, I've created some sentences that are keyed to N. Clayton Croy's A Primer of Biblical Greek, and I did this so that I could get more practice and so others could get more practice solving these questions. I think this is the most beneficial part of Croy's textbook, is having these sentences and the way everything's laid out. So if you don't have this sheet that I have here in front of me right now, you can find it at koinebiblicalgreek.blogspot.com. So that's where you can get this for free in PDF form, download it, print it out, whatever. Anyway, so lesson 2, I trust that you've gone over all of the vocabulary already and that you've looked at the characteristics of the Greek verb, and we've learned the present active indicative. So the present active indicative, the tense is present, it's happening right now. The voice is active, so that means that the subject is doing the action of the verb, and then the mood is indicative, meaning it's telling you something, it's indicating something. Pretty simple. So your endings, we have the singular and the plural, first person, second person, third person. So we have O, ace, a, amen, ete, use. And right here you see the nu there. It's called a movable nu. Sometimes this will be on the end of your verb and sometimes it won't. For instance, right here, it's there because there is a vowel in the next word. So I'm sure, like here's an instance where it's not needed. Right here, I don't need that nu there because I have a P right there. So the biblical writers will go back and forth on that. Sometimes they'll have it, sometimes they won't. So yeah, you just need to understand that. The best way to learn these endings is just to go over them again and again. O ace a, amen ete use, and these are also called primary endings. So primary endings, and they are active primary endings. Anyway, let's get to the sentences. So I'll read the sentence first. We have genos gusen, hati, hey. We'll get to the hey there in a minute. That's not in your vocab, but I'll get into that. So hey, adelphe, graphe, kai, didaske. So we'll just go left to right now. In future lessons, you might want to try to tackle the verb first, or look for nominative nouns. Anyway, from here we'll just go left to right. So, genos gusen, we have a stem and we have an ending. So, if we go through our paradigm here, O ace a, amen ete use. Okay, so use, got that right here. We know it is present active indicative because that's all we have so far. And then we know it is third person plural. So they what? Well, gnosko is I know. So gnoskusen will be they know. So I'll put they know. And then hati is next. We know that means because or it can mean that. Well, your context will tell you which one it is. So they know that or because. And then, so we can put, how about that slash because above it. Now, hey is called a definite article. In Greek, there's 24 different ways to say the word the. And that might sound crazy, but you'll actually, once you learn them, it's extremely helpful in figuring things out much quicker. But so in this case, when you have an article, you can normally translate it as the, or you can do indefinite, which is not in Greek. There is no indefinite article like a or an. So get on a bus, get on, and something. There's no indefinite article. There's only a there's only a definite article, no indefinite articles. So for here, in this instance, we'll translate this the. And then Adelphi, he gave you this so that if you see on page 7, he gives you two nouns. Adelphos means a brother, Adelphi, a sister. So this would be sister. Graphe. Okay, so here's another verb. We can notice our stem first from our vocabulary, or we can look for our ending. Well, I'll cut this here. So we have o, ace, a. Okay, a. Alright, so present active indicative, third person singular, he, she, or it. Well, this doesn't match back here to this verb with the endings, so it's not referring to that, so it's referring to the sister right here. So the sister, she writes, Kai means and, simple. Didaske. Okay, here's another one. We just had the same ending, so we know it's present active indicative, third person singular. So he, she, or it, we know it's referring back to this noun. And it comes from didasko, I teach. So she teaches. So kind of a literal wooden translation might be, they know that the sister, she writes and she teaches. But you could also say, they know that the sister writes and teaches. That would be a correct way to do that. Alright, number 2. Akues, kai, blepes. And then you notice that there's a semicolon here. So that means it's a question. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Theles, akuen, kai, blepein. And that's another question. Alright, so let's go into our sentence here. Akues. Okay, well we know akuo is I hear. So we know this is, we can kind of cut that in half right there to leave our ending. O ace a, amen ete use. So we have o ace. Okay, so you singular. Okay, so you hear. You hear kai and blepes. Alright, well we know what that ending is. And from the vocab we know blepo is I see. So you hear and you see. But it's a question, so you put a do you hear and you see. So you could also translate that like, do you hear and see? Okay, next one here, thales. Okay, we can cut that right there. We know it's the same ending, present active indicative, second person singular, so it means you, singular, and thalo is I wish, or I will, or I desire. So, well, I guess you could say want, but I wish. Okay, akuain. I didn't mention this before, but there is what's called an infinitive, present active infinitive, and it basically just means to something. So if you have luo is I loosen, or I destroy, or I am loosening, or I am destroying, because it's happening right now, you would say lu ain. So to loosen. So akuain, it's an infinitive, so we know it's to something, but what? Okay, akuo is to hear. So, or I hear, akuo is I hear, so this is to hear, I wish to hear. Kai, and blepain. So we know another infinitive, and this is from blepo, I see, to see, and it's a question. So this would be do you wish to hear and to see? There we go. Yep. Okay. Alright, number 3. Good fun. Okay. Gnoskamen, hati thele, graphein, kai didaskein. Alright, so we got gnosko, means I know, so this is where our stem is, and then the ending. Gnosko is I know, and amen, so we go o-a-s-a, amen et use. We know the amen is present active indicative, first person plural, which means we. So we know. We know hati, that or because. We'll say that. Thele. Okay. So we notice our stem and our ending. O-H-A. Okay. So it's present active indicative, third person singular, and thalo, once again, it means I wish, I will, I desire. So we go he, she, or it. Okay, well, so he, she, it wishes. I guess we don't know if it's a male or a female, and of course the neuter in this would be referring to grammatical gender, not necessarily male or female, but masculine, feminine, and neuter. Okay, graphein. See the epsilon, iota nu, that's an infinitive ending. Grapho is I write, so graphein is to write. Kai, and didaskein, another infinitive. So to something. Well, we know didasko is I teach, so didaskein is to teach. Okay, so from the top, we know that he, she, or it wishes to write and to teach. Pretty simple. Number 4. Alright. Thelusin, pisteuein, and so that's a question. Adelphos, lege, kai, didaske. Okay. Thelusin. Well, o ace a amen ete use. We know that's the stem and this is the ending. And we already talked about in this case we don't necessarily need the nu there because there is a consonant next to it. However, if it was in front of a punctuation mark, then you would put the nu in. So anyways, usen we know is third person plural, which means they. They what? Well, the theta, epsilon, lambda is from thelo, which means to wish will desire, so they wish. Pisteuein, another infinitive, to what? And pisteuo is I believe, so to believe. Now it's a question mark, so do they wish to believe? Alright, adelphos, so here's one of the nouns they gave us. And since there's no article, like there was up here, we're just going to treat the rest of these as indefinite. So we'll say a brother. Lege, o ace a, amen ete use, so o ace a. Epsilon iota is third person singular. And lego is I say, or I speak, or I am saying, or I am speaking. So a brother, he says. Now it would be he, she, or it, but we know that it's he because it's a brother. And, so kai and didaske, o ace a. From here, o ace a, third person singular. So, and he teaches. Alright. So, do they wish to believe? A brother, he says, or he speaks, and he teaches. Okay, number 5. Pisteuo, hati, pisteuo ete, thelete, pisteuein. Okay, so we see here this mark is like a period, but in the middle, instead of down here, it's up higher. And that acts as like a colon or a semicolon in English. Alright, so that negates something, and Croy says that is not. So, yeah, just keep the idea that it negates what the verb that it's with. So we can just keep that in the back of our mind. So, not, and then we go find our verb, and it's right here, pisteuo. So we go through the paradigm, o ace a, amen ete use. We know the o here, so that is first person singular, meaning I. So I believe, but we have a negation here. So I do not believe. Hati. Well, it could be that or because. Well, it's probably going to be that. Pisteu ete. Okay, let's go through our paradigm. O ace a, amen ete use. Okay, that's ete right here. So our stem, pisteu, and then ete, we know that is second person plural, meaning you all or y'all. So we know that you, put parentheses, PL for plural, you what? Your stem, believe. So I do not believe that you believe. Put a colon here. Thelete. Okay, o ace a, amen et use. Okay. That matches kind of here. We just had that. So we know it's present active indicative. Second person plural, meaning you in the plural form. So you what? Thel. Okay, that comes thelo from I wish or I will, I desire. So you, plural, wish. Pisteu ain. Okay, we know pisteu is believe, and the ain is our infinitive. To believe, but it is a question, so it is, do you wish to believe? Alright, number 6. Lege, adelphe, hati, adelphas, uk, akue. Alright. Go through the paradigm. O, ace, a. Okay, we know that is a third person singular ending. Then we have lambda, epsilon, gamma, and comes from lego, from I say or I speak, or I am saying or I am speaking. But this is, like I said, third person singular, so he, she, or it. So he, she, or it speaks. Adelphe. Okay, well, a sister. Okay. A sister. That or because. Let's see that. Or because. Adelphas. A brother. Ook. That is one of our negations. So for the negations we have oo, and we have ook, and we have ook. And the trick with these ones is that the oo stands in front of a word if it has a consonant in front of it. And we had one of these already. Number 5. See the oo, pisteuo, and it's that form because there's a consonant right here. And then ook, that comes before a word beginning with a vowel that has a smooth breathing, so it doesn't make the ha ha sound. So like ook, akue, it's not ha, it's ah. So that's why there's the kappa there. So we know that this negates, so we keep that in mind. Adelphas, brother, ook, so something's being negated, akue. Alright, o, ace, a, third person singular, which means he, she, or it. And we have our stem, aku. We know that's to hear or hear, I hear. So do not hear. Alright, so from the top we got he, she, it speaks, a sister, a brother, do not hear. Well, that sounds kind of strange, so we could clean it up. A sister speaks because a brother does not hear, or is not hearing. Either way, it would kind of give you the same idea. Okay, number 7. Thelete, Luane, U, Thello, Luane. Okay, so first verb here, we have o ace a, amen et use. Okay, so we have our stem and our ending. We know that this is second person plural, so it's a you plural, like y'all. And then right here, I wish, I will, or I desire. So you plural, wish. Wish what? Well, normally a verb like I wish, I will, I desire is gonna have an infinitive with it. That's what its complement will be. So that's what we can expect here, and there is ein, lu. So you wish to loosen, or you wish to destroy. Let's do loosen. Then we have our mark right here, punctuation mark, so we put our colon. So oo, once again that negates. Thello, oh, so alright, we got our ending o is first person singular, so I wish, but I do not wish, or I don't wish. Luane, another infinitive, kind of same idea here except reversed. I do not wish to loosen. Okay, number 8. Adelphos, Kai, Adelphe, Ginoskusen, U, Theluse, Didaskein. Okay, Adelphos, a brother. Kai, and Adelphe, no, that's feminine. So, and a sister, Ginoskusen. Find our stem and our ending, so we can look at it. So o ace a, amen et use, with the movable nu, and that's good because it comes right before a punctuation. So we know ginosko is I know, and then the use is third person plural, so they know. So the antecedent, so what this verb is referring to is a brother and a sister. They know. U, Theluse, Didaskein. So we know that u here negates the next verb. Recognize our stem, theta, epsilon, lambda. And then our ending, use. We just kind of looked at it right here. And we see this does not have the movable nu because there's a consonant here. Doesn't need it. So they do not wish, or they do not want didaskein. Remember, the infinitive comes after a word like this. You know, I don't want to what? Well, so our infinitive here, didasko, is I teach. So they do not want to teach. Number 9, didasko. Hey, we just had that. So we have the stem, our ending, I teach, or I am teaching. Remember, this isn't a past tense, it's present, so it's happening right now. I teach, either, so hati is that or because, and it's probably going to be a because. Pisteuo, right, got our ending, omega. So we know that means I believe. I teach because I believe. Didaskes. Okay, well, we recognize didas, so we can cut that off here. We know that means teach, so o, ace. Okay, going through the paradigm. Ace is you, singular, so second person singular. So you teach, kai, and u, so that negates what's coming next. Pistues, once again, and that's second person singular for you. So you do not believe. Alright, I teach because I believe, you teach and you do not believe. Number 10. Gnosko, hati, u, pisteues, hati, uk, akues, kai, uk, blepes. Okay, gnosko. We recognize our stem, gnosk, and then our ending o, I know. Hati, that or because. Let's go with that. U, pistues. So we have our stem, our ending. O, ace, a, amen et use, so o, ace. Second person singular, meaning you. So you do not believe. Hati, that or because. We'll just wait and see what that one's going to be. Uk, akues. So we have our negation right here, and the kappa is on this negation because of the smooth breathing here. And then you'll see over here that the kappa is not needed because of the consonant. So we could even get rid of that. Okay, so I know that you do not believe, that or because, uk, akues. So we recognize the stem from akuo, from I hear. We have our ending, o, ace, so that's second person singular. So you don't hear, or you are not hearing, because it's happening right now. Still don't know if it's that or because, but we'll go here, kai and u, so negation again of the verb, blepes. O ace. We know that it's second person singular. So you singular. So you do not see. So let's figure out what the hati is here. So I know that you do not believe that you don't hear and you do not see. That doesn't sound right. So I know that you do not believe because you don't hear and you don't see. Or you could even say you don't hear and see. Alright, number 11. Blepamen kai pistuamen. Blepusen kai u pisteusen. Okay, so blepamen. We recognize blep is our stem. So amen is our ending. We go o, ace, a, amen. Okay, that's the first person plural, so we see kai and pisteu amen. Okay, we recognize our stem, pisteu, and amen, same ending here, so it's first person plural, we. So we see and we believe. Alright, blepusen. So we recognize our stem again. Blep, our ending. Usin. Once again, we wouldn't need this here. This new because of the consonant. Blepusen. So C and use. Alright, so where's use? O, ace, a. Amen et use. Okay, third person plural, so they. They see. Kai and u. Okay, so that negates what's coming with the verb here, the verb that it's with. Pisteusen. Pisteusen. See the diphthong right here? Yeah, pisteusen. Okay, there is our stem, and there is our ending. And we know that that is third person plural, the usen. And this one has the movable nu on it because there's a punctuation there, it's a period. So, pisteu, believe, they believe, but they don't. Okay, so, and they don't believe. Alright, so it's we see and we believe, they see and they don't believe. Alright, so here's the paradigm once again. And when we parse stuff out, when we look at a verb, we say, okay, the tense, voice, mood, and then you want to know the number, and then the person. So, present active indicative, first person singular, o, ace, a, amen et use, and this is called a primary ending, and it's a primary active ending. That won't really matter till later lessons, but if you kind of start thinking about it for now, it will help you in the future. So I hope that this video was helpful to you, and I hope to make many more. So leave any comments if this was helpful, and if you have any critiques or anything, feel free to let me know. Alright, thanks a lot.